show you how to draw a realistic eye today. So here is my practice, and this is just an eye that I kind of made up. I wasn't looking at a reference, and if you just know the basic shapes of the eye, it's easy just to draw an eye like that. But you can also look at a picture of an eye or an actual person's eye. So let's get started on drawing a realistic eye. Okay, to get started, I'm looking at a reference photo of an eye, and I'm gonna start with the iris. I'm trying to draw this pretty big so that y'all can see it. So a circle for the iris. It doesn't have to be perfect. It will all get shaded in, it'll be fine. And then I have the pupil here in the middle. And the pupil will vary in size based on how much light is coming into the eye. And then I'm gonna draw the eyelids. The eyelid, they're kind of like shutters or covers for your eye. So it covers up part of the iris. I noticed that that top lid is covering up part of the iris. It's coming down to the inside corner of my eye. A little tear duct in that corner. And then my eye, bottom eyelid comes down and covers up part of the bottom of the iris. I'm not worrying about erasing right now. Everything's gonna get shaded, so be fine. And then there are some highlights on my eye. I'm gonna mark those out. So this part will stay white. Now I'm also going to draw where my eyelid kind of covers down the top of my eye. This is like my upper brow bone coming down and shading and making the crease in the eyelid. And I've got a couple of lines down here. And then my eyebrow, I'm just going to draw the basic shape of my eyebrow. It starts in the photo I'm looking at about right above the tear duct area. I'm not going to fill in the actual hairs of the eyebrow yet. I'm just drawing the basic shape. And then I can start adding the shading. So the pupil is the darkest part, so I'm going to go ahead and shade that in really dark. And then the top of my eye has a lot of shadow. It's not bright white. So I'm going to add a little shading in here. Just lightly moving my pencil back and forth. And if you want to, you can kind of smear and smooth out that shading with your finger, or if you have a tissue or a Q-tip, you can use one of that to be more precise, or if you have a blending stump. These are available at any art store, and that just helps be more precise with your blending. But if you don't have that, a tissue or a Q-tip will work great. And then in the corner of my eye, it's actually pretty dark. Both corners. And if I bring that shading in and kind of lighten up the pressure in my pencil, it's going to shade the eyeball going towards the front of my eye there. And I can start to outline the iris a little bit darker. You can make marks kind of radiating out towards the center. Make sure you don't mark over your highlight, go around that. Again, with these, I can use my blending stump or my Q-tip or my tissue or just my finger to blend that in. And I'm going to keep making it darker gradually. I need to draw just a little line from my lower eyelid. Shade in a little there. Shade in more, make it a little darker where the eyelid hits my brow bone. And add a little bit shading on top, and I'm going to blend that in. Again, finger, blending stump. My eyelashes and my eyebrows are my last details, so I'm going to wait on those. A little bit of shading over here where that's kind of where the edge of my nose would be. Okay, then we're ready for eyelashes and eyebrows. So with my eyelashes, it's really important that when you're drawing this, you just don't draw like a straight line. You kind of have to swoop your pencil up. And eyelashes don't really grow even and straight the whole way, so if some of them crisscross over each other or clump up, then that's fine. That'll look more natural. And then even if you can't see your bottom eyelashes, you can add a few in there, maybe just kind of sparingly. And then eyebrow. Start filling in that shape with little lines, growing in the direction of your eyebrow to the outside of your face. You can make them a little darker on the bottom part of the eyebrow because a little shadowy there. And there you have it, realistic eye.